Hey everybody, and welcome to Kevin Crow YouTube channel. Going to be discussing week 12 of the NFL season. Right now the Bears are losing 13-14 against the Lions. I think Bears might win this. It could go either way probably. Only 6 minutes to go. I'm gonna pick Bears over the Lions. Unless the Lions win. But then you have the Raiders versus the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. Then you have the Bills versus the Saints. I'm gonna go with the Saints on this one. Falcons versus the Jaguars. I'll go with the Falcons. Jets versus the Texans. I'll go with the Texans. Titans versus the Patriots. I'll go with the Patriots. Let's see. That's not all. That other game. Let's see. Eagles versus the Giants. New York. We'll go with the Eagles. Steelers versus the Bengals. I'm going to go with the Cincinnati Bengals. Buccaneers versus the Colts. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. Panthers versus the Dolphins. Both are bad teams in general. I'll go with the Dolphins on this one. The Chargers versus the Broncos. I'll go with the Chargers. Vikings versus 49ers. 49ers beat LA last week, so I'm going to go with the 49ers. Rams versus the Packers. I'm going to go with the Packers on this one. The Browns versus the Ravens. I'm going to go with the Browns. The Seahawks versus the Washington team. Lousy. I don't know why you would change your name. I think that's really dumb. After you've had that name for, I don't know, 30 plus years and then you want to change it. I don't even like Washington, but I think they're going to. Seahawks is not good this year. We'll go with Washington, and that concludes for pick 12 of the NFL season. And we have week 13 of the college football season. Okay, who we have here? We have Ole Miss versus Mississippi State. I'm going to go with Mississippi State. Boise State versus San Diego. I'm going to go with San Diego. Iowa versus Nebraska. I'm going to go with Nebraska. Missouri versus Arkansas. I'm going to go with Arkansas. Cincinnati versus East Carolina. Cincinnati, of course. Colorado versus Utah. I'm going to go with Utah. Okay. Then North Carolina versus North Carolina State. I'm going to go with North Carolina State. And now the really good games. Ohio State versus Michigan. I'll go with Ohio State. Texas Tech versus Baylor. I'll go with Baylor. Georgia versus Georgia Tech. I'm going to go with Georgia. Houston versus Cincinnati. I'm going to go with Houston. Wake Forest versus Boston. Go with Wake Forest. UTSA versus North Texas. I'm going to go with UTSA. They've been playing really well. Penn State versus Michigan State. Go with Penn State. Alabama versus Auburn. I'm going to go with Alabama. Oregon State versus Oregon. I'm going to go with Oregon. Louisiana Monroe versus Louisiana Lafayette. I'm going to go with Louisiana Lafayette. Wisconsin versus Minnesota. I'm going to go with good old Wisconsin. Texas Tech versus LSU. I'm going to go with Texas Tech. Oklahoma versus Oklahoma State. I'm going to go with Oklahoma. Pittsburgh versus Syracuse. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. Notre Dame versus Stanford. I'm going to go with Notre Dame. BYU versus USC. I'm going to go with BYU. Is that all? That ain't all the games. Then you have one of my favorite games is South Carolina versus Clemson. I think Clemson will win, but I think South Carolina will keep it close. Both teams are not. I've seen where they predicted South Carolina wins in a lot of polls, like 24-20. I don't know if that's going to happen. Nobody really knows. It could go either way, I believe, in this game. I really do think it could go either way. I think it's a 50-50, to be honest. Hopefully everybody's having a great Thanksgiving. It's a good week. Oh, you have the Coastal. Why did it not show all the games for this week? You have Coastal versus, what was it, South Alabama? Is that what it was? For some reason it did not show me every single game. Yeah, you have South Coastal will win that one, I believe. Yes. Coastal plays tomorrow. I think they will win. No doubt. They've been playing pretty good. They're 9-2. They'll get to go to a bowl game. South Carolina will get to go to a bowl game. I don't know what bowl game. We probably won't know that till maybe next week, I would guess. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And we'll see who goes bowling and who doesn't. Most teams that I've seen will have a bowl game. There are some teams that will not make a bowl game. And I'll see you later.